With a standoff in Denver right now happening at 12th and Grant. Police warning people to stay out of this area because there is a man firing shots down this street. 7 News reporter Tyler Lopez is live there now. Tyler, what have you learned?
We've definitely been moved back several times already, Anna. This is a developing and significant situation. You can see police have blocked off several streets in the Capitol Hill neighborhood. In fact, several times we've seen police yelling at residents as they try to walk down these streets, saying this is dangerous. We have heard several gunshots, no less than a dozen gunshots in the last hour that we have been here. Now, the latest is we believe this gunman is using a balcony to fire down 12th Street. He is shooting active rounds down 12th Street now. Police are concerned about that. They want to make sure everyone knows to stay away from 12th Street. There is talk about which buildings do you evacuate, how far can he possibly shoot from that distance. We've been told to try to use this building behind us as a safety net for ourselves to make sure we are not in the wrong spot. We've been told not to get on that side of Grant, for example. It is that tenuous, that serious. The SWAT team is here. They've got negotiators here as well, but they're actively trying to finish this situation as best they can without hurting the suspect. They believe it is a suicidal party of some kind. I also talked with a resident. She believes she lives in the same building where this is taking place today. She said police were here around 2:30 in the morning, knocked on her door, told her to leave, gave her the option of staying in the basement or leaving. She chose to leave. I just talked with her. She's glad she did because this situation is still ongoing, still active. Can I get a live update with Lieutenant Matt Murray right now? Earlier we were talking about, I really appreciate you joining us at second notice like that, but he was shooting down 12th Street. Is that still the concern?
Yeah, unfortunately, the suspect is able at this point to still shoot rounds outside of his building, and he has been doing that. So we're asking folks to stay inside. This is really dangerous. This is not something you want to stand outside and watch what's going on. Just watch on TV, but stay in your homes.
Have you heard anything from him, any contact as to what he wants, any kind of demands, anything?
You know, we're not going to talk about that. Clearly, the idea here is to resolve the situation without injury to him, us, or the public. So we're going to let that take its course. But the biggest thing right now for folks is stay inside, stay out of the area.
I've heard officers yelling at people trying to walk down the street saying this isn't safe, you got to get off the street.
You know, it's unfortunate. People don't realize how dangerous these things can be. Even the media, we've had to move back from the situation. As we were doing an interview, you could hear gunshots. You know, a bullet doesn't have a name on it. It just goes which way it's going. So, yeah, you don't want to be in this area.
At what point, I mean, I know you, like you said, you have a playbook. At what point do you say, we're tired of waiting, we've got to end this?
Never tired. It has nothing to do with that. What it has to do with is the level of danger that the person either presents to someone else or to himself. The goal here is to end this peacefully without any injury to an officer, the suspect, or anybody in the public. So it's not really a matter of being tired. It's more a matter of making sure that we keep things safe. If it gets to a point where we have to take action in order to prevent injury or death, that's what we'll do.
And is the address 1190?
Yeah, it's right at the corner of 12th and Grant.
12th and Grant, towards the end. What about streets closed? For folks who are getting up, they want to try to figure out how to get around all this. How many streets are closed, do you know?
You know, I have to be honest, since I'm inside, I don't exactly know, but I will tell you that the area is pretty tightened up now. So, yeah, stay out, keep your cars out of this area. You can certainly use Broadway and Lincoln, which are some of the main arteries, but some of these smaller arteries around here are closed.
What an unusual but also dangerous situation in the morning.
Very unfortunate situation. You know, we hope for his sake and everybody else's sake that we can resolve this quickly.
Thanks a lot, Lieutenant Matt Murray. I really appreciate your time. That just gives you an indication how significant and serious this is. We've seen the SWAT team here. They're geared up. They're tight-lipped. There was a moment where I turned down a particular street and I was told, you've got to get off that street. You're in the line of fire potentially. That's the level of concern here this morning, guys.